Introduce yourself to anybody who might not know you.
Yeah, Andy Gail. I'm the CEO of the United Way, Northern Shenandoah Valley. So we cover Winchester, Frederick, Clark, Warren, Shenandoah, and Page. So the 6 counties is sort of the top of the valley. And our goal is really to help you guys help people. Yeah. So United Way's been around 78 years. I joke that we're sort of a 78-year-old startup right now. So it's a new team that's come in, really doing some great things. Our campaign is underway. We're about halfway through. We're on target. We're going to be able to give out grants. So our grant process has started. So every year we are able to give out, on average, our average gift is actually $14,000. Some get more, some get less. So it's about 40 gifts a year to nonprofits in our region to help them do projects to really make an impact. So you guys have been on a few times. We have a lot of other partners I've seen on the stream so far come in, but it's really a neat way for the community to get involved because that's where the money comes from. It's from businesses giving payroll deductions. It's from fundraisers. It's from people walking by. And through that, we collect all the money together, and then we're able to make this bigger impact. So it's pretty neat. So back in the day, it was the community chest. So the money came together to solve one problem. Now we're looking at financial security, health, and education. So we're looking at 3 buckets, really trying to do that. Our LOI process, letter of intent, is open now. So nonprofits can write to us between now and the 31st to say, hey, we want to do this project. Would you consider funding us? And then if we say sure, we'll invite you to the full grant. But the nice thing is we're really pushing partnerships. It's one thing you guys have always done. When I was at Literacy, I was up here just as much as I was in my office. Or you guys were always notorious for the knock on the windows and scare me on my Zooms.
Yeah, right. When we walked down to the walk-in mall and
Now it's Rusty. So Rusty from Concern is in my old office. So
really?
Scare him, not me.
And Rusty from where's he? Oh,
Concern Hotline.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
So they switched. So Literacy moved upstairs. Rusty moved downstairs.
Oh, I didn't realize Concern Hotline was upstairs.
Yeah, so they were upstairs in a smaller space, which I'm Just Me movement is moved into. So it's been a whole shuffle on the Our Health campus.
Yeah, awesome.
But
well, I'm so grateful for the leadership role that you've played at currently at United Way and then previously at Literacy Volunteers. So you've been you worked in literacy. You've worked in seeing nonprofits and kind of things like that. What kind of trends are you seeing in our area for vulnerable populations, and how can the nonprofit community, in your opinion, you think better address those?
Yeah, I think the more we can work together, the better. Yeah. I mean, I think we've always done it from the sort of case management that you guys did, where you brought us all in once every other month to talk about how we can all help. I think the more we can see that, the more collaboration is really key. We're doing that with our impact grants. Now we don't want to just fund one person to do this, one person to do that, all in the same sphere. How can you guys work together and we give more money that way? Yeah. So communication, open engagement. I mean, there's so many people working on it, trying to help people. It's really what we're all doing this for. We're not doing it to get rich or to stay warm. We are not on a yacht in Saint-Tropez, although that would be kind of nice.
Doesn't sound totally bad now, but
But we really want to give back and help, and so many of the nonprofits really are there. If you just ask, have that conversation, say, I have this idea, do you want to work together? Most people will get behind it. So really open communication, collaboration, partnerships. It's things that, as United Way, we want to bring people to the table to have those conversations, and everyone so far has been willing. So we're pretty excited to see where that jump happens.
Yeah, awesome. I love that. Well, you're getting some attention and some yay and some hellos.
Hello, everybody.
Shannon, Michael Whitaker, EMDR Chicago.
Oh yeah, those are my friends up in Chicago. They're mental health therapists that we actually have you'll get an email from me next week.
Okay,
we're gonna do some fun stuff with them, looking at trauma and help and trying to help people. So it's pretty neat to see that and really see that around the community. We Winchester, I think Brandon said it back in the day, we're small enough to get something done, but big enough that we can prove a concept. I mean, look, this was you guys on the bench. What is this, year 6?
Yeah, fourth or fifth year. I don't know. I lost count.
Lots of times, but now there's 13. It's going to be even more. So I mean, it really shows that we can prove stuff here, and we're small enough to get things done. We also have those contacts. You can pick up the phone and text me. I can do the same. Yep. It's kind of a neat concept that we can really get involved, get engaged, and make a difference. I mean, it's more than, I mean, I saw it today on social that Hideaway Cafe, so a small coffee shop here, decided, hey, CCAP's been closed, the access to food's kind of challenge for those experiencing homelessness. Let's go stock the fridge. Well, they put it out saying, hey, does anyone want to help us make a donation to do it? They got so much of a response that they didn't have enough food to fulfill all the orders.
Wow.
They're stocked it today, and they're going to do it again tomorrow.
Wow.
It's just really neat, sort of seeing our community rally
Mm-hmm.
doing that. I think it's the one thing that we do really well up here.
Yeah, I think the generosity of this community has been seen and discussed in a lot of different conversations that we've had thus far this
That's
evening. Awesome. You also play a role. You wear a hat in the Top of Virginia Regional Chamber. So talk a little bit about that and how the chamber, because the chamber I think supports this community in so many ways. But how does the chamber support the nonprofit? So tell us about your role there.
So I am vice chair as of yesterday. Mm-hmm. So I didn't actually make it to the sort of changing the guard. I was in my own board meeting. But Christy Powers, our new chair, is great. The whole team, the whole board. I mean, really, it's the staff. It's Cynthia and her team. Danita, Kaylee, Jenny, Sabra. They just really care about this community. And it's not just about doing good for business, because I think a lot of them realized, and we've realized it, nonprofits, we're businesses. We don't have stockholders we're answering to. We have the community. So we're really in a position where, with my chamber hat on, we want to support the nonprofits. We want to make sure they have access to trainings, they have collaboration. I mean, so many of us have gone through the chamber leadership program. That's really, when I was at Woodmark, before I jumped into the nonprofit stage, I did CLP, met the team at Habitat, met Kim and Matt, and now work with Matt with the campaign for Getting a Little Reading, and Kim's joined my team. So it's really a great way to learn about the community, but then for businesses to jump in and understand, oh, nonprofits can play a role. We can help them one way or another. So it's neat. I mean, it's definitely, we're excited. We're at over 850 members in Winchester, Frederick, and Clark that all really care. Our last mixer was actually a combo between United Way, Brewworks, and Bonnie Blue. So it was businesses coming together to say, hey, let's do some good, but show off everything. So get new volunteers, talk about this. And so we're pretty excited. The businesses are real supportive. That's where most of United Way's money comes from. It's the businesses wanting to donate, whether it's Trex that does a huge campaign and matches, or even Hideaway, Fox Urban Farms, Bonnie Blue, that do a little bit and give you a couple dollars, and they're like, oh, this isn't much. I'm like, hey, that's more money than we had yesterday, and that's going to be multiplied with all the money we raise, and then we can give grants out to like you guys and so many more.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I also went through the community leadership program 2 years ago. I think
my first year at SimSoc.
Yeah.
Sorry.
yeah. That was fun. That SimSoc in particular, challenging, fun. Sometimes
it's a day. You have to go through it for us to really tell you about it.
Yep,
it's like Fight Club.
Of a day. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like Fight Club. But yeah, the community leadership program, and then Jay Foreman was here earlier, and I think that was one of the first times that I had like a face-to-face, like actual individual
Jay's
conversation with him. Yeah, absolutely great. So if you are in the community and you want to learn a little bit more about how to be involved and how to kind of hone in and develop your leadership skills, no matter kind of what role you play. I mean, we've got realtors, nonprofit, not even like, you don't no executive director, like you can
be anybody. I mean, that's anybody in any community members, whether you're a chamber member or not. If you do join the chamber, which I'm running the membership committee this year, so please join. But you can join, and when you're members, you get a slight discount. But they have the community leadership program. We also have the Arising leadership program for rising juniors and seniors. So high school kids spend 2 weeks in the summer exploring careers. That's really more focused on that CTE. So they'll go to a restaurant, they'll go to manufacturing, hospitality, and sort of see the different career paths. And then for those middle managers that are trying to grow up in the career, we have BLP, so Business Leadership Program. Carrie Dunstan, the former Woodmark CEO, comes back to town and teaches a 3-day intensive on sort of management leadership and what you need to know. So the chamber is a really great sort of leadership academy all set up.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I walked away from that program was just, I think, a stronger understanding and a stronger appreciation for everything that makes like community happen, right? And there's the feel good word of community, community, and then it's like actually like transportation, like how do the city schools and county schools actually successfully and safely transport
the kids
students? And then agriculture, my gosh, the ag day was like my absolute favorite. Katie Landy Jordan has this one like video of me like hanging out, like, I mean, my whole hand is like in the cow's mouth, and like I was absolutely
that tracks
loving it.
Though. That
Yeah, right. Like, and just such an appreciation for the business side of things. We had a whole day on nonprofits and the importance of nonprofit work. You got to meet with, city and some, kind of state representatives, school system, because that's huge. Education is a huge, literacy volunteer.
Yep,
You guys know how important
it is. Very, very, very important. But
yeah.
we're lucky. We have great
Yeah.
school districts. We have great superintendents that
Yeah.
that are really trying to help educate the kids, even kids that are newcomers that have just come to the country and don't speak any English. They have programs. I know when WPS is a great ESOL team that they're able to go in and engage these kids and get them what they need so they're able to communicate. And then there's community resources between Literacy and Laurel Ridge that the parents can get English classes as well. So we're a really welcoming community all around, and it's really one that I did lead Virginia, so it's like CLP but for the whole Commonwealth. And what I walked away from was all the communities try to do things, where here I see that we actually do it. So we can make a phone call, we'll take action and quickly solve it, and then figure out a long-term solution after we've done it. It's just not all talk, which is kind of nice.
I'd agree, and I love that. I love that I can, if I'm really in a pickle, like if I'm really struggling with something, we can call, law enforcement, we can call other first responders, we can call we can call other nonprofits. We've got connections at First Bank, United, everything. And I really do love that. I love how people are kind of roll your sleeves up and get stuff done.
Definitely. We're lucky. We live in a really great community.
Yeah, I would agree.
Very cold community.
Yeah, today. Very cold right now. In fact, I think here in another couple minutes we're probably going to make the move.
I think you should. I think it's now 8 degrees.
It's about that time. Okay. Yeah, 8 degrees.
8 degrees.
I think that's.
I don't love Brandon right now.
Yeah,
I hear he's at 60 something.
Fresno, yeah, and overnight, I think it's supposed to get down to 50.
Oh, that'd be great. 50 would be great.
A little balmy.
Let's trade.
Yeah,
let's do that.
Yeah,
next time.
Yeah, just really exciting things. And Fresno, their CEO out there, Matt Dildine, he's done some pretty creative things to help elevate his conversations from bench. And then, you were privy to that conversation that I was, kind of talking about earlier before you hopped on in the fall in October. We're really launching this from a national level and getting some national level attention and conversation around it. So grateful for it.
Awesome.
And,
well, thanks for having me. Let's get you inside.
Yeah, I know. We're going to, I think, wrap up a couple things and then work our way inside.
Awesome.
So
cool.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
See ya.
Appreciate it.